was born here in Bujumbura, in this capital of Burundi, and I went to school in here in Bujumbura in elementary school, and I went to high school, middle school and high school in Gitega. After the high school, I got a scholarship on a merit-based process to go to China, and I got an engineering degree in industrial engineer, and then I got a master's degree as information technology. So after China, I went to the US. I got a master's degree in business administration, and after that, I joined Corning Incorporated. So I've been with Corning for more than 25 years now. So in 2018, I was really blessed to be awarded the Black Engineer of the Year Award for professional achievement. That award, I have it here. I brought it here in Burundi for the first time because I wanted to share with the youth, with everybody, in order, because this is pride not only for me, for my family, but it's a pride for the country. So that award was based on the work that I have done as a professional at Corning. At that time, I have been Corning for more than 20 years, and I have had numerous really roles of responsibilities, but particularly I was a product account manager responsible for one product that we launched in the data center, and that product was launched in 2008. Since then, it has actually generated more than $1 billion. So that's a very big achievement. It's an engineered product, innovative product that also was a commercial success. I was really delighted beyond words because to get one award is very difficult. It's it's very rewarding. To get the second one really means that you're doing something really that the society values. So what I understand and what I see in the United States, one of the richest country in the world, we value science and technology. So the second award was actually based on something different. When I got this award, I founded a non-profit organization because I believe that to have a person who was born in Burundi, who went through my journey, the only way that success can happen, you need a village, talking. Because I had so many help, but not every other child could have the same type of help. But if you put an organization together with intention to really develop a number of youth, you're going to really have a lot of people who actually become engineers. So I was always committed to mentor other people. As a matter of fact, last year, there is another Burundian who received a Black Engineer of the Year award. His name is George Ndayizeye. He actually works for Boeing. That young man, when he started his career, he started at Corning Incorporated. I actually helped him join Corning through an internship and a full-time job. And since then, he's been very successful. He works at Boeing, and he continues to thrive, and he continues to help other people. So the second award was actually based on the spirit of paying it forward, to give back to the society. Because I believe for an individual to really develop science and technology is at the core of our education system. But for the country to develop, we need engineers to build things actually that actually bring value, bring life changing innovations. So I was very delighted to see that the work we've done with Stella in our communities was rewarded with the second award. So this award is a very competitive. It's a national award in the United States of America. It's a focus on Black engineers because we want to make sure that the minorities also really just focus the innovation. Is to try to inspire the next generation so that everybody really see that science and technology is something to aspire to. So the competition is very fierce. People who participate, who are actually recommended for these type of awards, work for companies like Google, like Apple, the companies we know, Boeing, as you just heard about my other colleague, you name it. All the key companies, Coca-Cola, that what we call Fortune 500 companies in the US, all have their members participate in that competition. So it's very competitive. Okay, so number one, I'm happy that I'm here at the invitation of His Excellency, the President of Burundi, Mr. Evariste Ndayishimiye. So there is an innovation week, which I'm delighted that Burundi has really a week-long week dedicated for youth for innovation. So I'm here as a moderator and as a mentor to new innovators to really judge and help how we can actually nurture this spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship. So the reason I brought the award, I really wanted to inspire. I wanted to make it so easily accessible to our youth. Because sometimes people think about somebody wins an award is somebody from a different country, from a different, there's so many, but I want to show that my journey, it could be a journey of anybody here. So I wanted to use this so that I can actually share with my compatriots. I believe it because it's my pride, it's also the pride for our country. Yeah, he's supportive. He invited me. That was a good sign, actually, of the support. And then I know presidents are always very, very busy, but he gave me a few minutes to talk to him alone and with his advisors. But in my engagement, I explained the two awards. Actually, the awards I'm going to get in February. He promised actually to congratulate officially during at the ceremony. But more importantly, I talked to him about Stella, the Science, Technology, and Engineering Leadership Academy, which is the non-profit organization. So I showed that we have had a pilot program here in the US, in Burundi, that was successful. But we are now committed to renew our effort to really try to drive robotics, science and technology to the youth. He promised me that he provides his support. I love Stella to be really a catalyst of how elementary school, really starts to view science and technology, right? It's not something to be feared for. It's something to embrace. Because in order for us to really develop, to reach the emerging country status by 2040, which is our goal, or the developed status by 2060, we really need to develop our engineering base. We need to really develop these young people to love math and science right now, right? So I want to make sure that we go, obviously, step by step. What Stella is trying to do require a lot of resources and require a lot of partners. So we need partners by the government. Obviously, the president said he's supportive, but we need also to show what are the benefits to the country. So I've been talking already with the organization really dedicated for the youth, Payage, and then they're interested for Stella to walk through them. And then so what I believe we should have an organization here established that is actually a catalyst of how robotics in the elementary school get little by little adopted as a school curriculum. Okay, so robotics is complex and simple all at the same time. Obviously, we've seen a lot of robotics in the movies. We see some robotics in some different places doing so many, like in industrial factories, doing a lot of very complex tasks. But robotics, in simple terms, is something that can automate it. So ability to automate a task, that tool is in a robotic piece. So what we do, we start with the kids with, for example, Lego robotics. People like to play with those Legos just for fun, right? So we make it fun. We make it collaborative. But little by little, they have to apply a lot of scientific methodology of design, of coding, of actually now just be able to create and problem solving. So those core components are the ones that you need really when you develop as an engineer. And then that's how you can actually build very sophisticated robotics. So in a simple terms, it's something that is simple that any child could do. That's what we want to start there. But it can be sophisticated to help a country. So every time you see someone who is already like high school or whatever, usually they have already determined what they can be, they want to be. And sometimes science and technology, let's be realistic, it's always a topic that people are afraid of. So by using robotics, by studying at the 5-year-old, at a young age, these kids, when they become youth, they have already been dealing with a lot of programming, a lot of competition, a lot of design and coding. So by the time really they want to choose which field they go to, they have already developed the passion. So that's why I start early to develop the passion, to develop the capability, the discipline, because some of this work require a lot of hard work, a lot of So those are the things I would like to involve. So create good habits. Good, strong foundation, so that actually it's easier. So I'm really calling that for the youth. So as in the Innovation Week, I really so many people who are volunteering. It is a tremendous. That's an asset we need actually to take to continue to grow. In order for this robotics to grow, all the work we're doing is actually we need volunteers. We need people who are able to learn and help others. So what I'm doing, it's a non-profit. I'm doing this to help others. But to get the scale that is needed, we need people to volunteer. We need obviously resources, people to support institutions. So it's a collaboration between really the government, the private sector, individuals, the other just members of the society, so that this whole concept really can be sustainable and scaled. As soon as I met with the president, I also actually met with the leader of Paege. We have been exchanging new ideas. I believe that the work we're doing with Stella really absolutely belong into the concept of how Paege use the youth. So it's important for us to actually use the work to integrate to the existing institutions that are happening in Burundi. But I believe the support really, from what I heard, is strong, and then so we'll do the follow through. Once I get the new award, I promise I'll be back. I don't know when, but I'll be back here to follow through on the work we want to do. But I believe that Paege is the right institution to work with.